Lifeweaver within the Overwatch community has had an infamous existence, starting out as the worst hero ever added to the game, and through buffs, quality of life improvements, and the player base simply learning how to play the hero, he went from a heal bot who wasn't even good at that, and turned into this. So, Lifeweaver was a hero I used to despise. His ability to pull enemies who should have died simply annoyed me at all times. The way he could place a Palpatform and be nearly impossible to kill as some heroes certainly left a sour taste in my mouth. And Tree felt just as unfun to go up against as a Xenold, where once the button is pressed, no one fucking dies. But since Campbell was getting close to his galactic weapon, me and Grace decided to play some comp with him, where in which I decided to do a funny bait where I exclusively played Lifeweaver in 5v5 support comp. I thought this would be a funny gag and a relaxing way to get my galactic gun for Reaper, Mauga, or someone who I play enough. After spending some time grinding with Lifeweaver, he became the second hero I redeemed a galactic gun for. So, how is that? Well, I learned that out of the entire Overwatch 2 cast, he might just have the highest skill ceiling in all of Overwatch 2. It feels like with every single match I learn something new, something to keep in my back pocket. The amount of random tech this hero has rivals Doomfist. It might not be as flashy or glitchy, but I assure you, what this hero lacks in being generally useful, he makes up for in all the random little things he can do, and it's all thanks to his odd yet incredible abilities. Pedal Platform, Life Grip, Rejuvenating Dash, and Tree of Life. How about we run through the abilities one by one? Pedal Platform may seem a little useless, especially back in the old year of 2023. The only real use case was giving Widowmaker on-the-fly high ground. But 2 years later, what can it do now that players have learned how to use it? Well, just to name a few, that's one ability. And I'm not scratching the surface yet. Palpatform is a seriously slept on ability. It's easy to just write it off as nothing more than a platform, but if you look at it, turns out a flat surface that rises up when you are an enemy step on it has proven to be quite the helpful utility. Just real quick, I'd like to inform you that we're really close to hitting 2K subs on YouTube, and I'd really like to hit that milestone. And if you enjoy Celeste, we're just about to complete Farewell. So if you want to find the metagame of what words to ban, what the fuck? Alright, fine, we're gonna finish this screen. No! All my things, including my Patreon where career commentary for episode 3 of 1 Year's Adventure is currently out, with episode 1 remaining free for viewing on the site. And my Discord, where I'm posting the same clip every single day until Song Price and Crossroads come out, are in the description. Now, back to your regularly scheduled twink. Life Grip, oh my goodness. This ability pulls people back. Again, seems simple, but oh, the things you can do. There are so many ults in this game that you can just give the bird to by pulling a teammate out of them. Half of the ults in the game just get invalidated with his ability. And then, you learn something game-changing. Pull can be cancelled with certain abilities. Said abilities will preserve the momentum from the pull, leading to moments like this. Now, aside from funny techniques like this, pull can seriously save your teammates. The gymnastics you'll do to save their asses can prove to be quite fun sometimes. Rejuvenating Dash as well. His ability made to be used as simple movement is deceptively complex. The dancing you can do with this in Palpatform is insane. When the fight spices up, Lucio simply runs away. Meanwhile, Lifeweaver can stay in there unharmed if you play just right. So many times I play completely around the enemy pushes, but this still isn't everything he has. Perks. Lifeweaver's perks range from, why isn't this base kit, to, I'm a fucking tank buster now? So let's go over them. For his minor selection, he can choose between passive healing at all times or cleanse on his life grip. So, one of these is a perk. The other should be base kit. Actually, they said they would tune his perks a little bit. Hey, editing Elizabeth. Season 17 is out now. Did they actually fix his metal perks? Thanks for informing us. Now, his healing perk is super useful. I don't know the stats on how many fights I've lived only because I had the healing, but I don't doubt that's a lot. Not to mention, this isn't all. See, when Lifeweaver first launched, he had a passive called Parting Gift, where he would drop a flower upon death. You could pick this flower up to get healed. Anyone could do this actually, both you and the enemy team could take this healing. It was removed from the game, I shit you not, 2 weeks after his launch. I will not blame you if you forgot he had this in his kit. But it's back, baby! Now, in seed form, making the glorious call out of, alright, I have a seed right there, get my seed, get my seed! Now, his major perks are where it starts to get really interesting. The first one is boring as shit, actually. I never used it. All it does is give you like 40 healing on your primary when you dash. Boring. Do not care. The other one, however, looks at Lifeweaver and simply says, hi, you're a tank buster now. And yeah, you just kind of become that. But the dopamine I feel going in with Lifeweaver and just taking heads is insane. Lifeweaver with this perk can take on so many fights he couldn't before. And you cannot believe the amount of salt the enemy flankers will feel when they attempt to dive a Lifeweaver just to die themselves in a 1v1. And hell, the amount of times I'll claim that I'm awesome is genuinely unmatched with any other hero. This is actually something I love about him. The reaction you might have to some of the things he can do is genuinely insane. And out of any hero, he's the only one where I feel like there's no point where I will fully master him. When I'm playing Venture, I feel like I have a peak to reach. With Lifeweaver, well, it feels like every day I learn something new about the character. No other hero in the game gives me so many moments in which I'm like, can I do that? Followed by a triumphant, yes I fucking can. One time this Doomfist wanted to slam on my team. I knew if I placed my platform, it would just result in it simply breaking. But I thought for a second, if I throw it at just the right time, where it lands on the ground after he's slammed, then...
What the fuck? That's bullshit.
If you want to see some insane shit, go watch a Lifeweaver montage. Lifeweaver one-trick sprayings work differently from the average person, I swear to God. Like, how does anyone come up with this shit? I feel like I'm genuinely expanding the density of my brain. Every game I play, I have yet another brain blast. Take this little moment where I hear the enemy bash and ulting. I think to myself, oh shit, he's gonna go for me. And so, I place a platform under me and have it raise and use it as a goddamn umbrella. No other hero in this game can lower the enemies into such a foolish, false sense of security. Like, no, just look at me. What do you think the twink boy is supposed to do? Turns out, a lot. Oh, have I mentioned the satisfaction of stopping boop kills? Sometimes you'll see someone where if you were any other support, you just think, oh, they're dead. Fucking mega dead. Cadaverific even. But when you're Lifeweaver? Oh, baby. Pulling someone who you know is fucked can bring you so much dopamine. Lifeweaver is the only hero who can stop a boop. I'm sure Frogger hates it, but I feel awesome! Okay, Tree. We've yet to talk about Tree yet. Tree is one of the funniest abilities in the game. I feel a sick pleasure whenever I use it to trap someone, or the times where I use it just as cover. For example, this moment, where in which I hear the Junkrat use his tire. I know what direction he's coming from, and mere seconds before it blows up, I use my Tree to stop it. Tree can win fights. Heck, Lifeweaver can win fights. His utility is unmatched. What he lacks in general usefulness, he makes up for in all the niche things he can do. But sometimes those things feel a little too niche. I really don't know what you can do to make Lifeweaver a stronger hero. Buff his numbers and great. You gave the guy who can counter nearly every ult in the game great healing and or damage. Do things like reduce his hitbox and great. Now a guy who on paper can dodge or anything is also hard to hit. All of his flaws mainly come from the fact that other supports do certain things better. Meanwhile, all his strengths come from doing things no other hero could dream of doing. Seriously. Lifeweaver, I've fallen in love with him. He'll never be overthrowing Venture. I will always love Venture. But, well, whenever I'm playing support, I know who I'll be playing. I feel like each time I pick him, I'm bound to learn something new, to think up something else. Lifeweaver is the most complex hero ever made for Overwatch. The amount of different things he can do is astonishing. The amount of tech he possesses is just monumental. No other hero comes close to the amount of abilities he can interact with. If you told me Lifeweaver has some way to negate or highly support every ability in the game, I wouldn't even be shocked. If you even somewhat enjoy playing support, I beg, play Lifeweaver. Get your big clips and just enjoy being the best twink you can be. I'd like to thank Kang and Last Boo for supporting the channel on my Patreon. Support like this helps me keep the channel going, and I'm very thankful.